Thank you so much for joining this channel. We are on day 7 now. So, in day 7, we will focus on how to write unit test cases. I think the QAs or the developers who do unit testing, they will be much more happy to see how to generate the test cases after writing the code. So, you can see those who haven't visited my previous days, like what we have done so far from day 1 to day 6, you will get an idea and then you come to the day 7. So the day one we covered code understanding agent, simply how to analyze the code, because if the code file is very long, it's very difficult to understand line by line. So the agentic AI will help you to give a gist of each and every file. Day two we have done code review agent, just like when you raise a PR, the PR get reviewed by the reviewer, right? The PR is nothing but the difference of the original and the modified file. So that has been taken care of by this code review agent. In day three, we have introduced memory. See, every time you send the prompt with details to the LLM, so LLM will start thinking from the afresh, right? But if you introduce a memory, it will can check the context on which we are doing that, right? Otherwise, every time it will be a new search or new request to the LLM. So you can go through that. Even if we get the details from the LLM, but sometimes there are specific business rule which the project only using that. So project on the project level also you can set your own rules and regulations, so that when the issues will be represented to the developer, it will combining both the investigation report from the LLM as well as any rule violation done by the written code or not. So both will be clubbed together. So that's the reason we have introduced in the day 4. In day 5 we have bring the flavor of the CI/CD. We are doing everything from day 1 to day 4, but CI/CD is a common term, right, in terms of build and deployment. So we'll see the pipeline behavior and everything, how generally this review has been done at the day 5 level. In day 6 we came up with the repo wide optimization. Earlier we are doing one file, two file, okay, that we are giving a gist how to use the agentic AI in the code review or code understanding or anything. But now the developers or the team who are working on a project, they have a specific repo structure, right? That is in either in JIT or TFS or VSS or SVN. So the repo wise optimization you will get in the day 6. Now we are in a day 7. The code has been written and the purpose is to write the test case generator. Usually what we do, we generate write unit test, then acceptance test or integration test, right? Everything is manual. We can take a help of the ChatGPT also, but the agentic AI at least give you the file by file, the layer by layer of the architecture to give you the test cases, right? And then you can modify. So the overall turnaround time, or you can say the overall effort, will be reduced. 80% will be given by this agentic AI, and whatever remaining something is missed out, you can cover up. But if you take a help of any general Gen AI like Gemini or Claude, you have to copy the code, paste it over there, then you have to give a prompt like I need a test cases. So it will like there are so much manual intervention. But agentic AI is nothing but it is a replacement of human being. Not all the cases, but in agentic AI, it like you can think, plan, decide, and react also, right? It can give you the response, and then once you get everything, you can modify it as a fine tune, because human intervention is always good, even if the agentic AI in place. So hope there is a clarity like what is the purpose of day 7. So I already discussed the day 4 what we have done, day 5 what we have done, day 6 what we have done. Even though I am just putting this high level architecture or the flow so that you get to know what we are doing. Generally it happened right, you came directly on day 7, you have no idea. So we are just giving a quick shot. If you want in detail, you have to go to the specific day 6 or day 5 or day 4 video. So the day 4 we have came up with the PR like a diff of the file. We are using the LLM here, Ollama is the LLM, where we are applying the rule engine so that we can find the issue. In the day 5 we have gone with the structural repo, as I said, CI/CD. And in day 6 also, day 5 we have done CI/CD, right, and the day 6 we done in the structural repo. So developers spend time writing the repeated test case. You know, we have to write test cases for anything is API development or any class files, right? Any model entity, everything we have to be covered up, right? So that will help you to generate test cases. Manual test writing, slow development. That naturally you have to build it, then you will test it. So if it is written by 80% by the agentic AI, on top of that you add your own understanding, the overall time of writing test case will reduce. So what we are doing in the architectural flow that we will show in the code demo will start. So there are three type of libraries are there. You can implement xUnit, NUnit, or MSUnit, a Microsoft test. We are taking a cases of uh, xUnit. So in xUnit, if you are not familiar, please go to the uh, Google and you will get it. Strict JSON format. The reason is that we want that whatever we prompt we are giving, that will be in a proper JSON format. So naturally, what is the impact? Faster development, because overall development and the everything will be started. CI integration, because it will be easier, because once you write the test cases, it will be integrated. So I hope this is clear of the purpose. Now we will show you the PDF, which it is very clear with the objective what we are trying to build up. This is test case generation. Why it matters? Because if you write the test cases manually, it will take time. If it is a repetitive task, at least you can save 80% time, and you can, as a human being or a unit test developer or the developer, can do a last minute or last modification before pushing code into the repo. The architectural file we are doing with the C sharp. C sharp will talk to the LLM Ollama. We will send the JSON, and we will build the test case using xUnit builder. Okay, because test case has a specific format, right? And then we will generate the test case file. Technical flow is very straightforward. The application will read the C sharp file. Say for example, you are working on a order.cs, order item.order detail.cs, right? That file will be picked up. Then the information will be sent to the LLM with the JSON instruction, like what exactly you are looking for, and then the parse JSON. Okay, so that the test definition can be created, generate the unit test, and save the test cases in a specific folder. This is a solution architecture. So you can see there is an agent. This agent is nothing but which will help you to create the test cases. This is the engine. We will show the code. We have to build that test cases, right, using xUnit. So this is a xUnit test builder. Model we definitely, entities of the model we require. What will be the output or format of the output? What will be the test case format? Everything will be, model will be there. And sample is nothing but, say for example, your project. Project has so many files. We are taking only one file, order service. So this agent will work on this order service.cs that actually contain the code. And on top of that, this test case agent generator, test case generation engine, all will work together, so that the test cases get generated from the order services, and the created test cases will be saved into the generate test folder. There are multiple ways, okay, how to save it or something, but this is only for understanding like how we can work it. So in future, you can create your own separate uh, test case agent. An agent will talk to a repo instead of sample folder. It will talk to the repo as a assembly or API call, which will read this order service from this that particular repo and generate the test case. So that we can do in the later stage. Hope you understand the solution architecture. Very straightforward. We'll show the flow when we jump into the code. Architectural flow, architecture is nothing but technical flow only. So C sharp class test case generator. Test case generator will start working. The entry point program.cs will talk to the test case generator. Test case generator will actually create this structural JSON, because that JSON will help us how the test case definition will build up. That will be sent to the engine. Then engine will actually take a help of this builder to finally prepare the test cases, and once the test cases is prepared, that will be stored into the generator. So this is nothing but your application flow, how the flow will happen, and this is same thing, but we have this is more actually from the solution structure based order service, and the generated test case will be saved into the in the generated test. Let's see how it is. As I said, we are in a day 7, sorry. So now the program.cs is this file. Let me close everything. As I said that this is the entry point, and this will call the test case generation engine. Test case generation engine will be instantiated, agent will be created. Engine is this is the engine, and then once this engine is instantiated, generate test case will be called. You can see the file path is nothing but that sample file that we have. Sample file is simple normal code process order. We have some exception in case the order ID is less than 0, otherwise return 2. So go inside this. So generate test case. So generate test case will call what? Test case generation agent. So program.cs is connecting to the engine, engine is talking to the test case generation, right? So now you can see agent.generate async. Let's go inside this. So connecting to the Ollama and preparing the prompt and everything, all happening in the test case generation agent. See, when you are instantiating the test case generator from the engine, the Ollama has been connected. Now you are calling this with the prompt. As I said, it will be strict JSON because we need a test case scenario, input and expected output, right? That is the format, and we are sending the code for which this code is nothing but this order service. So once this generate test case, we will send these details. Kernel means semantic kernel will talk to the LLM Ollama with this prompt. It will come with the response, and the response will be parsed so that this is being created. Source file and test case. So now let's go back to the engine. So engine is talking to this agent, test case generator agent that came up with the result as I shown you the test cases, class name, test code. A test code how we are getting xUnit builder. xUnit builder is because we have to create test cases, right? Test case has a specific format. Say for example you are doing behavior driven development, given when then some kind of thing. So you have to give a proper class, test case name and everything. So that will be done by this xUnit test builder. So in the generator, we have done generator only work is to collect Ollama and talk to the Ollama. That is the only job, single responsibility. But engine will connect to this agent and then take a help of this XUnit builder to create the actual test cases. The test case will be saved to here, means this folder, generated test cases. So let's see how it runs. We will debug it and you will understand what exactly we are doing in the day 7. We made a startup project. This is the entry point. So now we can say I'm just debugging so that you understand what exactly happening. We are going to the test engine first. Within the engine, we are creating an agent for the test case generation. Now the engine will call the generate test case async using the order service on which we will create the test cases. So the agent we already created inside the engine, and that we are calling. Why we are calling? Because we have the file. Now we have to connect to the Ollama to send the code file along with the prompt which will help us to create the test cases. You can read that what exactly been written. Contextual prompt. You are a senior test engineer. So context given, then what exactly the requirement and how we want the output. So prompt engineering also very important to get the details so that you can tweak it as per your knowledge or requirement. So the prompt will take the code order service.cs. Now the request we are sending to the Ollama LLM. Wait for this. So we have only one function process order within the order service, and the test cases will be created on that particular code block. Now the response has came. So the response also came and in the same format that we are expecting for LLM to come up with. Now we have to put into the structure. So the structure is test case generation result. That is a part of the model. So you can see the test cases, the three test cases already been created. We'll see. Now we needed class name also, right? Now we are taking a X unit because we have to structureize X unit or any unit MS test, whatever you follow. We have to structureize this. Just like we write in normal unit tests, right? Using and everything, then methods and everything. All will be done automatically with this code. You can see fact, public void, arrange, act, assert, 3A principle, right? Arrange, act, assert, and final assert. Now the test case will be saved into the generated test. And what we are doing, this is the output path, and this is the test code. Test code means whatever test code we finally generated. The information you already got it from the Ollama based on the prompt we have given. This X unit test actually help to structureize those test cases in the X unit format with the fact and everything. And now you are storing it. See, these are the test cases, right? The JSON we are getting. Now we will see how the test case has been generated in the file. It should go to the folder. We have to check it, but as of now it is created in the bin folder. Let me show you. See, we have this file, order service, process order, and see xUnit format, the test case has been created. You can further modify it, but at least you got all the structure, right? Handling exception, handling the valid cases, that you can modify it. So this is the way you can create test cases or unit test cases in the format of xUnit or NUnit or MS test for each and every file of your repo. You have to enhance this code or this structure to a next level. We have given a sample of one file. So this is the overall purpose of this day 7. Hope this is helpful for the developers who are writing unit tests daily. Please visit, and if you have any suggestion, anything you need, I will try to help you. Just put into the comment. Thank you so much.